Okay, we're on our way to a service call not too far from the office, and we have not been here before. The top floor air conditioning is not working, and the symptom from the customer is it is blowing inside the house but just not blowing cool air, and he thinks one of the outside units is not running. So we're going to hope for a easy capacitor or contactor problem or something like that, and we'll try to get some video on it if we can.
When it went out, it was an emergency.
Oh yeah. Okay, so he's got two units here. One is working on the bottom floor, so obviously this little Payne with the stick sticking in it is the top floor. And apparently the one that has a problem. So, yep, you can hear it humming. So as much as it would like to start, it's not able. So let's open it up and see if it has high voltage, or it may have a capacitor problem. We may get lucky here. Alright, well, the occasional buzzing and humming and the puffy look to the top of that capacitor sure is a couple of the telltale signs. So let's see if we can kill the power to it. And let's, well, just to aggravate you guys, I'm going to test for it with that meter right there. So, when you see me doing that, it just gives you a quick tingle if it was hot. So let's get this thing out of here and see if a new one will get it fired up. Boy, I tell you what, we are awful close to the hot side of the low voltage right there. And I do not like that. It would be real easy to pop the fuse or the transformer and create more work for myself. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip this bracket the other way and take a couple of bit tip screws and screw it back in the other way. Now this is a 40 by 5. So let's go grab us a 40 by 5 and a couple of bit tip screws, and instead of screwing this bracket back over there because the contactor's engaged, and we'll flip the bracket over and drive it in right there and make things better for today and the future. On these carrier-based products, blue is always your hermetic and brown is your fan, and these two yellows here are the commons.
Hey Ted, I'm going to be right around here on the other side in the basement. Need something.
No problem. I think I'll have you straightened out here in a short.
No worries, man.
Looks like the capacitor is just bad.
Well,
So,
I'll certainly be happy if that is the case.
well, that's a quick, cheap, easy repair, so I'm going to hope for that right along with you.
The last time I had one go out, that's what it was.
So, we look at
Get a little more rain this afternoon.
common and hermetic, we get nothing. We look at common and fan, and we're getting nothing. And I'm talking about dead to the world. No response from the meter whatsoever. So let's go get one. All right, and as I have said before, these cheap ones, tell you what, I've learned to test them out of the box before I stick them on the unit. $39.12 on the 40. And 4.90. If my wire was in the way and you could see that or not. Yeah, there's the 39.12. And there's the 4.90. So that is absolutely within range and what we expect. So like I said, I'm going to take a couple of these bit tip screws and I'm going to run this bracket in here flipped over the other way. I'm also going to be kind to the next guy, whether it's me or whoever, and leave this bracket where the capacitor can be read, since they fail so often. Tell you what, in the old days, back when I started, a capacitor would last 10 to 20 years without a problem. And I don't even know if our American-made ones that we can buy or what. I don't even know if those would achieve that these days. But that right there, better way to mount it instead of using these original screws, which were so close to that, and I was going to hit it with the nut driver. So hopefully our wires will reach right down here. The brown goes in the back, so I'm going to hook it on first. And then the two yellows go to this common right here. And hermetic is right there. The one with 3 on it. The common will always have 4, and the fan will only have 2, with most of them anyway. And as much as I tried to leave that thing up, well, yeah, you can still read it. 40 by 5. So before we stick the door back on it, let's make sure it fires up and both components are running. There she goes. So that's going to be a happy customer. Got off quick and cheap and easy today. let's put the door back on it and go ask him if he's interested in a general service and cleaning, and check the refrigerant, look at everything, or if he just wants us to make the repair and go. Alright, I wonder which way this fan's going to turn. So when you back up, looks like it's going backwards. We'll zoom in on it. I'm just walking closer to it, I'm not zooming. But as you can see, right there it looks like it's going backwards. Walking closer. And there's your camera illusions. For all the guys that love to comment on that. See what the good one does. Good one's spinning right no matter what. Alright, let's go talk to the customer a minute. Okay, so that was a quick, easy fix, and the customer did not want to do any servicing or any more work. He says that he felt like those units weren't really long for the earth, and that he's kind of preparing in his mind, saving up towards replacement and looking at getting gas in the house. So I agreed with him that you know, they could definitely quit at any time. And although the unit sounded pretty good when we fired it up and everything was okay, but it could run 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 years, you know. And I just told it to him just like that, and be glad to get him a quote together for the gas systems, and he was more interested in that than anything else. So we're gonna look into that and make sure it runs that far down the street. I know I've worked on a gas pack about halfway down towards him, and so it's probably going all the way down there, but we'll find out, see if he's got gas available, and then we'll send him a quote. But that was a quick, easy fix. Got a couple more to go, so on the way we are. Thanks for watching.